Yo, it's Keys with Artist Breakdown. Today we'll be discussing this super dope track, So Be It by the Clipse, Pusha T and Malice. I'm super happy these two guys came back together. These two experts came back together to create. This is probably my favorite track of the year so far, man. This is dope. This is super dope. I watched a lot of videos, people reacting to it, and a lot of people were kind of putting a lot of emphasis on the Travis Scott diss at the end, which I kind of find the least interesting part about this entire video, this entire track, honestly. I feel like that is so uninteresting to me personally. I understand why people are kind of drawn to it, but honestly, it's so much of the other assets of this song, they just mean so much more. The cinematography from this track is by far my favorite, directed by Hannah Hussein, and the cinematography was by Liam Riordan. The video starts off showing Pusha T with his gold teeth. That's all you can see is just his mouth. And then we see leading lines of privacy hedges with the subjects driving a Mercedes SL 300 Goldwing vehicle I had the pleasure of filming. Super dope car. We see this car driving down this road. We see these leading lines heading to this illuminated entry point, and we can kind of see it's like a castle up ahead. The dark leading lines of the privacy hedges lets the audience know that there's a certain luxurious opulence that we're heading towards. Next, Pusha T greets the audience, immediately letting them know, like, hey, I'm rich. You can see it. I can see it. And my grandmother can also see it. These guys are flaunting their wealth and the work that they've put in. Super dope way to introduce us to what we're delving into. A common theme throughout this song, throughout this video, is staging the subjects in front of sheer opulence. Outrageous, boisterous, from Pusha and Malice standing in the foreground with the fleet of Mercedes SL 300 Goldwings in the middle ground and this enormous castle in the background. There's so much that I love about this track. One of those things is how Malice and Pusha don't shy away from our culture. You know, we see Pusha rocking his skull cap, protecting his braids, his teeth embodied with diamonds, emphasizing each lyric. We see Malice with his Tim's on, unlaced, oversized jeans in the middle of this castle, you know, a place where my people aren't always seen to occupy. I think it was super dope to bring their presence into this space and let them know we're here. One key thing I saw throughout this video was duality, you know, from the brothers sharing screen time together, from, you know, one brother's silhouette being projected on the side of this castle while the other person emphasizes what the one rapping is saying. From Malice sitting at the table with the large window behind him, and if you look down, we can see Pusha's reflection looking up at us from the table. I thought that was super dope. And then we can also see duality with how the property is styled. You know, we can see the architecture of this property showcasing duality. Also with the two dancers performing in front of the large window. We hear a dancer say, culturally appropriate. You know, I think that was super dope to include that. We've seen our culture be taken advantage of, misused, pimped out by people who don't love it, who only see it as a meal ticket. And then once they come up, they abandon it like they never had anything to do with it. We see that pretty often. Some lighting choices used throughout this was, I saw some spotlights, I saw some over the head shots, I saw some Rembrandt lighting. I also liked how they intentionally lit small or intentionally used shadows throughout the video. I've really enjoyed how, you know, the light flickerings. We see Malice in the back dancing, lights flicker off, and we only see Pusha in the foreground. And then lights come back on, and Malice is back dancing. I thought that was super dope. And that shot of Malice by the window, looking out, and then we see this darkened background with this window in the back. I mean, just beautiful shot. You know, that highlight coming in, just illuminating just enough so we can kind of see what's going on in there. I also like how empty the main spaces were. I thought that was interesting. I'm not sure why they chose to do that style. Maybe to not distract us from, you know, the clips from Malice and Pusha. Maybe that was the thing. Like, we just want you all to focus on them. This is definitely track of the year so far for me, man. This is really good music to me. No pun intended. This is my style of music. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed the visuals for sure. As soon as I saw it, I stopped everything. Like, hey, I need to record something to show my respect for what these guys have pulled off. The guys and girls have pulled off, man. And shout out to the director, Hannah, and the cinematographer, Liam. I mean, and that whole team, whoever helped work on that, man. Great job, man. Kudos to you all. Y'all did a phenomenal job on that. But yeah, man, let me know if you all saw something that I didn't catch. Let me know what you thought about what I did see. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, keep the faith.